Hello, welcome to our channel, 9 Diamond Ranch. If you're new here, or if you're coming from our other channel, For the Experience, this channel is a little bit different. Our other channel is our outdoor adventure videos and project videos, things like that. We will touch on some homesteading and stuff over there, but it's mostly like outdoor adventure videos. And this channel is more about just a vlog of our daily lives on the homestead and the things that we do, and also our business. And we give a little bit of an insider look on our family business and how we run that and how we run it together as a family. Anyway, that's what this channel is about, and that's the difference between the two. Stick around. I'm sure you'll enjoy this one as well. And if you're on this channel and not on our other channel, For the Experience, check that one out as well. So we hope that we can inspire you, or just find us for entertainment value, you know, whatever. But yeah, anyway, that's what these channels are here for. And while you're at it, hit like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and check out our website too, 9diamondranch.com. All right, let's get started. So we have some chickens who are getting out of their area, and we need to clip their wings. We do let our chickens free range, but they free range in the pasture and the section of forest that they're supposed to be in, and we don't like them getting out of there. So since they are getting out, we're going to clip some wings. It's real easy to do if you're not familiar with it. You can cut a chicken's feathers. It's just like cutting your hair. It doesn't hurt them at all. And it prevents them from flying until they grow back, of course. But yeah, they don't usually fly very far. They can basically fly over the fence, and that's about it. Well, here's the culprit that keeps getting out. All we got to do is corner her. That's a very nice catch. So basically, the flight feathers are these feathers here. I cut all these. You can just clip the first 2 or 3. I clip all across here, and that will prevent the bird from flying. Get the other one. There we go. Maybe we should just clip them all so we don't have to deal with this anymore. So this is the ground in our orchard. There's a spring, and the water pushes up the grass. See that? So there's a spring in the orchard, and our trees are actually drawing all their water straight out of that spring. So we've got some real nice trees. I like that. But it actually makes it hard to walk through. Well, welcome to the soap room. Yes, we even hand package our soap. So what we decided to talk about today is farmers markets. We need to decide which farmers markets to do this year. We have a few on our radar. So there were like 5 farmers markets to choose from. 5 or 6.
Yeah, something like that.
5 or 6 farmers markets to choose from. And we can't do them all. And there's only certain ones that are open and able, that we're able to go to, that they're available when we're available. We like to have farmers markets during the week. We don't do weekends. So that's a hard rule for us. If you're thinking about doing farmers markets, one thing that you need to consider, a lot of farmers markets want you to have business insurance, and that is important to have in case something happens. Some require it, some do not, but even if they do not, I would suggest that you have business insurance, because you never know what might happen. And yeah, it's always good to have it. You know, if you have your canopy up.
Yeah, somebody could trip and fall or get hurt, or your stuff could get damaged or stolen, or
the wind kicks up and blows your canopy over and it hits somebody. Yeah, so it is important to have business insurance if you're going to do farmers markets. So maybe why did we pick the farmers markets that we did? We said we have 5 or 6 to choose from, but we picked actually 2. There's only 2 that are real possibilities on our radar.
We picked the ones that we wanted to do because number 1, it was the time. Number 2, it was a location. And 3 was some of the people that I had to deal with as far as the farmers markets go were a little more helpful and understanding. And there's a big amphitheater there, so they have like people that come in and perform while the farmers markets are going, and some people bring in like food trucks, and then there's vendors like us. He took my tape!
I took your tape.
Did you see that? He took my tape!
Pass a label down here.
It's on video even.
Yeah, it's on video. Like,
what's it remind you of?
it reminds me of a pine forest.
Yeah.
It's called Deep Woods. Oh yeah.
This is the Deep Woods.
Deep in the woods.
This is a good one. This really has a nice scent. And if you're not familiar with our soaps, another really good one that we like is the lemongrass, the bug be gone lemongrass. That really works. Lemongrass is a good scent for getting rid of bugs. It repels them. And all our soaps are organic, non-toxic, plant-based, gluten-free.
Another good soap
read about them.
for gift giving is this lavender soap, lavender oatmeal soap. That has been popular. People have got that for giving as like just a gift, like birthday gift and whatever. And this soap, this eczema soap, we've actually had a few people, some people that we know and some people that we don't know, just customers or whatever. Some of them had some severe cases of eczema. Some of them were mild, but they did say that this soap helped them and helped improve their condition. Not that it necessarily cured it. This isn't a cure. This is just a help.
Right, and that was their testimony.
That was their testimony.
That it helped them, not that.
And then, sorry, excuse my reach. This soap, this is an unscented soap. And we've had people that have really bad allergies say that they've used this soap and it did not bother them. And it did not cause them to like have any allergy flare-ups. So that's nice for people that are sensitive.
And on that one, it said it is unscented because we do not add any scent to it. It does have the smell of certain ingredients have a certain smell to them that it will have like the palm oil, the coconut, you'll smell that a little bit, but there's no scent added. It's supposed to be more hypoallergenic. It means less allergic. It's also, I would say, it's also important to be able to have some kind of point of sale device that you can take credit cards, process credit cards. Because a lot of people who come to farmers markets, I mean, a lot of them come there intentionally to buy, and they may bring cash, and a lot of people do. But at the same time, there's plenty of people who just show up just to see, you know, hey, there's something going on, and they're going down the road, and they just go in to check it out. And there's a lot of that as well, and we've had some of that, and those people, they always want to pay with a credit card, it seems like, or maybe not always, but a lot of times there is things like that. And so it's good to be able to take those, because if you're not prepared for that, you might miss out on a sale, and that's not good. So even if you're set up on a website, and as long as you have a laptop or something, and you can process that order by letting that customer, you know, place the order on the website and then fulfill it right there in their presence, as long as you're not charging shipping or something. That's one way of processing a credit card if you don't have some kind of point of sale device.
$10 for shipping from my hand to yours.
You don't want to do that.
That would make customers really upset.
Oh, we have all kinds of fun doing this together. It gets a little wild sometimes.
What happened?
Look at that one.
Look at that. That's off center. It's a handmade product.
It's a handmade
going
product.
to have slight differences. May have some more labels. Oh, we are talking about perhaps doing some coffee flavors, adding some flavors. We're not sure, it's just talk right now, but we thought that if any of our viewers have any suggestions, any flavors that you like, leave a comment and we'll look into that. Since it's an open discussion right now, maybe we can add some of those. I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah. Be nice to hear what other people like.
I'm just reading about a soil test kit. We're going to test our soil today, and that's the one we're going to use. So everything in our garden is grown organically. We don't use chemical fertilizer. We put in compost. We use wood ash from our wood stove. You have to be careful about how much of that you put on, and some plants like some things more than others. So we have 2 large gardens, and we plant different things in different areas. And I feel like we can control some of that a little bit. So we do test our soil, and we want to know basically what's in it. One problem that we've had, we like to grow potatoes and tomatoes and different things. And you can put some wood ash down for tomatoes, and it actually helps them. But potatoes don't like it. So you don't want to use much wood ash for potatoes, or if any. But it's better for tomatoes and cucumbers, onions, things like that. Okay, the first test we're going to do is the soil pH test. There's a little line down here. We fill it with dirt to that line, then we put the capsule in and fill it with water up to this line. Okay, the water's up to the fill line. Now we're just going to put the cap on there. Okay, now it's on there. Now we just put the cap on and shake it up. Now we just let it sit and watch what kind of color develops. Whatever your closest match is to the chart on the side is whatever your pH is supposed to be. So for our other 3 soil tests, we're testing for potash, phosphorus, and nitrogen. And for those, you do a little bit differently. You take 5 parts dirt and 1 part water and mix those up in a bucket, and then you add that mixture in here to the fill line up to there, and then you put a capsule in for each one, and the same thing, then you see what the color matches on the side. Well, since my son is getting the mixture of soil and water ready, I can go ahead and cut these open, and I'm going to go ahead and put a capsule in each one of these, sort of pre-fill these. That way we're ready to go when he gets over here. So the orange one goes in the orange test chamber, purple in the purple test chamber, and finally blue in the blue test chamber. Now they say after you add your solution and your pill and your water and you shake it up, let it sit for about 10 minutes, and then it's supposed to separate out and change color and show us what we have. So it's been about 10 minutes and we're going to check these out. So the pH is still looking about 6 to me. The phosphorus, it doesn't really even look blue, so I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. The nitrogen test, to me that color looks about like the N1 or deficient, and same with the potash, deficient. Yeah, the phosphorus, I think we're gonna maybe redo that one, or yeah, I don't really see a color. Maybe on the phosphorus it just means depleted. And mind you, this soil test, this is an organic garden, and we put compost on here all the time. So we don't add anything except for compost. And like I said earlier, our compost is made out of animal manure and wood ash, you know, and basically kitchen scraps. Maybe the thing is we simply don't have enough of it, or you know, this was actually one section of our garden. So this is at one end, and it's a big garden. So we're going to test the other end then, and we're also going to do the same in our smaller garden. And I say our big garden and smaller garden to give you an idea of how big those are. The large garden is about 25 feet wide and 60 feet long. The small garden is about 25 feet wide and 40 feet long. So that's our two gardens, our big garden and our small garden. What we're going to do is we're going to do this a few more times. Well, we're going to look at the areas that they're taken from, and we're going to kind of add more manures and ash in that area and a little less in other area, etc. Now the area of the garden that this is taken from, we've grown corn there, and we've actually grown corn there for a couple years in a row. So that might account for some of this. All right, this next round is looking a little better. Everything's showing in the adequate range, which is much better. So if you can read that on the camera, you just match up the color here with this color. And I'm going to say the phosphorus on this one is looking more like the middle one to me, the adequate range. That's a better reading there, but still we can amend that a little bit by adding a little bit more compost to it. And I'm going to have to read up on what to add to that in order to do that. We have manures, we have grass clippings, which I didn't mention, and of course we don't add anything to our grass clippings. We don't use hay or straw in the garden unless it's extremely well rotted. That's a mistake we made many years ago, is adding hay, and we had added some of that to a garden, and we had hay growing everywhere. We've got our testing done, and it looks like we're just going to have to add different things to different areas. So we're going to be working on some of that. A lot of this stuff we put in a pile and we add it just before planting, and we haven't actually added much compost yet. We do try to separate it a little bit. The wood ash we keep separated from the rest of the compost and the manure, because certain plants like the wood ash and others don't. Okay, well, on to the next thing. I just thought I'd share this with you too. The children love their little cats, and of course those cats now have kittens. So we have some new kitties on the farm. There's your organic fertilizer right there, compost. Leaves, wood chips, ash, kitchen scraps, manure. And we keep some of the wood ash, we keep separate. So we're just kind of mixing it up here a little bit. Some of this is better rotted than other things are. The wood ash, like I said, we keep that separate. So we're adding that in now, and we're going to spread this in the garden And we're just gonna keep going until we use it all up.